Warning, not all water is created equal. We're about to expose what they don't want us to know about our drinking water, and more importantly, a solution to these problems. Hi, I'm Mike Cameron. I'm a 6A distributor with a company called Enagic. And this is Dr. Edward Osborne. He's a specialist general practitioner with Lotus Holistic Medicine. Our teams have been studying the positive and negative effects of water on the human body. We're working to spread the truth of what's in our tap water and help people change their lives. There's 5 main problems we're going to be going over today. The first one is that most of the water we drink is acidic. Second, there's harmful contaminants in our water. Third, there's pesticides on our fruit and vegetables that our tap water isn't washing off. Fourth, we aren't properly absorbing our water. And the fifth one is plastic water bottles are destroying our planet. We've partnered with a company called Enagic. Enagic makes an ionizer called a Kangen water machine. This machine solves all 5 of the problems I just went over. We're going to show you how this machine solves each problem one by one. The first problem is acidic water. For those of you who don't know, acidic water is anything below a 7 on the pH scale. If your body gets too acidic, a ton of bad stuff can happen, including seizures, headaches, irregular heartbeat, and confusion, plus skin issues like acne, eczema, psoriasis, just to name a few. These are just a couple of the symptoms of acidosis. As you can see on the left, most things we eat and drink every day are acidic. Wine, chocolates, burgers, donuts, coffee, bread. You want to eat and drink the things on the right: fruits, vegetables, and alkalized water. If your body is alkalized, then it's extremely hard to get sick and illnesses can't spread. It's kind of like an immune system booster. There's been a lot of research done on this too. This is Dr. Otto Henrik Warburg, and in 1930 he won the Nobel Prize for his research on the relationship between oxygen and the pH of cancer cells. He reported that cancer has a low pH, as low as 6.0, and thrives when acid levels are high. His research also proved that cancer can't live in an oxygen-rich alkaline environment, a pH greater than 7. So what he's basically saying is if your body is acidic, cancer cells can easily survive and your chance of getting cancer is much higher. But if your body is alkalized and the cancer cells cannot survive, then your risk of cancer is essentially 0. I was blown away when I first learned this. So how do you alkalize your body? Well, since our bodies are up to 70% water, the easiest and quickest way to detox and alkalize your body is by drinking alkalized water. Makes sense, right? So how do you make alkalized water? Your Kangen water machine will make unlimited amounts of alkalized water. After your tap, the water goes through a double carbon antibacterial filter. It passes over 8 platinum-coated medical-grade titanium plates. The plates charge the water through a process called electrolysis. It separates the bad acidic water from the new, clean, alkalized water, and it tastes really good. We can't wait for you to try it. Here's how it works and why it's so important.
All right, next thing I'm going to show you now is the pH. The reason why the pH is so important is because alkalinity is the epitome of health. We were born from an alkaline environment, and acidity is the breakdown of the human body, which causes all lifestyle-related illnesses, and when we die, our body decomposes, so we don't want acidity. Now here we go. I'm going to take these pH drops, means potential for hydrogen, which you can, same thing as you're going to test your pool, and I'm going to place these drops in the water. We're looking for a purple color, because the purple is the color for alkalinity, and look what we have here. Boom, a bright, actual purple. That's what I'm talking about. And as you see here, these right here are dark orangish red. And as you see here, this is something that you don't want to be drinking because it's very, very acidic. And as you see here, everything across the board. And this is what we call living water, dead water, and illness in the bottle. And actually, watch what happens when I actually pour 9.5, which is the living water, in each one of these containers. It will actually alkalize all of the waters. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking to alkalize our body from all the acidity it's taking in. Now watch very closely to the perrier, it's where I love the most. It's actually going to try to alkalize it, but the carbonation and perrier agents are right back to acidity. And here's Propel. When it comes to Propel, sports drinks, anything like that, Gatorade, sodas, Red Bull, Monster, you need like 2 gallons of Kangen water just to neutralize the acidity. I wouldn't even drink it. Wouldn't waste your money on it.
So, you can see the machine solves problem number 1. Let's talk about problem number 2. There's harmful contaminants in our water. We see in the news all the time regular stories about our water being contaminated. In July just last year, nHealth issued a tap water alert across Australia about the possibility of lead contamination in tap water. nHealth is the Environmental Health Standing Committee, which represents the Commonwealth, State and Territory Health Department and monitors potential public health risks. Despite the possible severity of this issue, especially for young children, this alert has not been widely publicised, and for many, this may be the first time you're hearing of the problem. The solution to this problem is the Kangen Water Machine's double carbon antibacterial filter. This filter removes over 10 harmful contaminants found in our everyday drinking water. Contaminants that most filters don't even touch. That includes lead, copper, arsenic, hydrogen sulfide, mercury, iron, chlorine, fluoride, rust, taste and odours, and a few more that are hard to pronounce. The Brita filter only removes 3 of them. This is the Kangen machine in a kitchen, and as you can see, the filter is easily accessible, and the machine is really smart. It actually cleans itself. Okay, so the machine solves problem number 1 and problem number 2. Now let's talk about problem number 3. There's pesticides on our fruit and vegetables that our tap water isn't removing. What farmers do to stop insects, pests and weeds from destroying their crops is they spray pesticides, herbicides and insecticides on the crops to protect them. They're so strong that the rainwater can't wash them off. But the problem is, since the rainwater can't wash them off, neither will your tap water. So you end up eating the harmful pesticides, herbicides and insecticides every time you eat your produce. Even if it's organic, these pesticides are toxic for humans. The solution to this problem is the strong Kangen water. It has a pH of 11.5. It can emulsify oil and take all of the pesticides off your fruit and vegetables. Let's see this in action.
There's over 100 applications this water can use, and I'm going to show you one when it comes to cleaning your fruits and vegetables. And the reason why it's so powerful to use is because what are sprayed on our fruits and vegetables? Poison, pesticides, herbicides, insecticides, suicides, homicides, the stuff that's going to kill you, right? And we don't want that on our fruits and vegetables because, you know, it's harmful. And I'm going to show you what it looks like and how harmful it is. I'm going to take these cherry tomatoes and I'm going to pour these cherry tomatoes in these cups right here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do here is naturally, let's just say normally we're going to use tap water to clean your fruits and vegetables. But actually I'm going to, and what's in tap water? Fluoride, zinc, aluminum, arsenic, chlorine soaks right into your tomatoes and you end up eating it. But this time I'm going to use actual Aquafina, right? I'm going to pour it there, and then actually the best thing to actually use is Kangen water. Kangen water actually 11.5 is what you actually want to use. And also what it's going to do is I'm going to show you instantly how Kangen water is able to actually allow your body to emulsify and break down fat in your body, so you'll lose weight. Also, like for instance, when people say, you know, cholesterol, but I don't want to talk about other testimonials. I'm going to actually show you the power of it. Now look what happens when I just do a couple swigs here, and I do a couple swigs here. I'll put these 2 cups right there, and look what happens when I pour it. Look at the color of that. Look at the color of this. It's clear, meaning pesticides are still remaining on these tomatoes, but pesticides were washed off of these. Reason is pesticides are oil-based and water-resistant, so therefore it was unable to clean off the pesticides, which is the poison that's still remaining. But look at this. This is what you're eating every day. Now I'm going to show you how that was able to happen. I'm going to take actually oil, sesame seed oil. I want to pour into each one of these cups. The reason why I'm using sesame seed oil, because it's just like, in a way, it's like pesticides. It's oil-based. And as we know, oil and water do not what? They do not mix. Oil floats to the surface. That's why regular water, tap water, is unable to wash off the pesticides. But when you actually use Kangen water, I'm going to show you the power of it. Immediately when it mixes with oil, it emulsifies. It breaks up the oil. That's why it's able to wash off pesticides off your fruits and vegetables. That's why it's able to truly cleanse out the body. That's why it's prescribed by Dr. Shinya for colonoscopies. I mean, like the list can go on, but hey, look, right there it is there. It will actually remove the pesticides off your fruits and vegetables, give you superior cleaning. You can use it for your pet stains, your floors, your carpet stains you can't get off. It's like the best cleaning agent that you can actually possibly use. And that's just one of the waters that this machine makes out of the 7.
Okay, so the machine solves problem number 1, problem number 2, and now problem number 3. Your food is going to taste so much better, I promise. And that's why this technology is used in over 32,000 restaurants around the world. Now let's talk about problem number 4. We aren't properly absorbing our water. A regular water cluster is about 15 to 20 molecules. Think of it like a bunch of H2O molecules all stuck together, kind of like a bunch of grapes. And I want you to imagine this jug of water is a cell in your body. If you can get all the grapes in the jug, you'll have good hydration. Even a 4-year-old would work out to pick them all apart and drop them in one by one. If you try and cram them all in at the same time, it just won't work. So what the Kangen water machine does, it breaks apart the clusters into about a fifth of the size. The restructured 5 to 6 molecule clusters can now penetrate, hydrate, and rejuvenate the cells and detox the body. This allows for superior hydration. Let's see it in action.
Now I'm going to talk to you about the third property, which is very, very important. Remember, we don't want to look like a raisin. We want to look like a grape. We want to keep our body hydrated at the cellular level. A lot of times when people drink water or liquids, they're always feeling full, heavy, and bloated. So therefore, they're not able to drink the amount of water they need for superior hydration, which is ounce per pound. Remember, just to actually keep the body maintained for hydration, doctors tell you 6 to 8 glasses a day. That's half an ounce per pound. But we actually, for therapeutic results, you need ounce per pound. But how can you do that when you're drinking liquids that are making you feel heavy, full, and bloated? When it comes to Kangen water, it's microclustered, meaning the molecules are very, very small. They're about 5 to 6 molecules. The cell can only handle 7. When it comes to all these other beverages, they're anywhere from about 50 to 250 molecules, which cannot penetrate at the cellular level, when the body can only handle 7. So let me show you to explain it, because I'm a visual guy. Here we have green tea. How do you normally make green tea at the house? You usually have to take hot water, right? Because when you boil hot water, what happens? You're actually shrinking the molecules of the water. That's why when you boil water, it starts to evaporate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Voss, some regular bottled water. I'm going to pour it into this cup with the green tea. Am I going to get any tea? Absolutely not. Why? Because the water hasn't been boiled. Therefore, the molecules of the water haven't been shrunk. So as you see here, it's not able to penetrate the tea bag. But I'm going to take the same tea bag now, and I'm going to use actual Kangen water, because Kangen water has gone through the electrolysis process. It's been ionized, and the molecules have been restructured, meaning they're actually very, very small, for superior hydration. And as you see here, I pour a little bit into the cup, and voila, I got instant green tea. Now, a lot of times when people say that, they say, hey, the tea bag was already wet. But don't worry, I'm actually going to do the same thing over again. I'm going to take the same green tea bag, and then I'm going to use Voss again, and we're going to see if we can get the same results. Unfortunately, we're not. Molecules are too large in this water. The clusters are too large. It will not penetrate the tea bag, so therefore it's not going to be able to penetrate your cells. Now watch what happens. I take the same tea bag again, and I'm going to put it right here in this glass, and I'm going to use Kangen water. And as you see here, I get immediate green tea. Now let's talk about immediate hydration at the cellular level. Keeps your body hydrated, keeps your body looking young, and that's what our body needs.
Okay, so you guys saw the machine solves problem number 1, 2, 3, and problem number 4. Problem number 5, the last one, is plastic water bottles are destroying our planet. Since it's cheaper to throw plastic bottles away instead of recycling, what happens is they end up in the ocean. A giant vortex causes the plastic to migrate to a spot just north of Hawaii, and it's formed like a plastic island the size of Texas. They call it the Great Garbage Patch, and I was blown away when I saw this. So not only is bottled water full of contaminants and acidic, it's destroying our planet. According to the Container Recycling Institute, 57 billion plastic bottles end up in our ocean every year. OceanCrusaders.org reported over 1 million marine animals die every year from plastic. The solution to this problem is getting your Kangen water machine so you can avoid buying bottled water. You just fill up a reusable water bottle every day and it's definitely eco-friendly. You'll never have to buy bottled water ever again. So, let's recap. The machine solves problem number 1 by alkalizing the water through a process called electrolysis. Its double carbon antibacterial filter removes over 10 harmful contaminants, making clean, safe drinking water. The strong 11.5 pH Kangen water actually removes the pesticides from your produce. The microclustered water is going to absorb into your cells and organs so you'll be properly hydrated. And we can stop buying bottled water and stop polluting the oceans. There's a lot of people drinking this water. For 45 years, Enagic has been distributing hundreds of thousands of Kangen water machines in more than 20 countries across the globe. Take a look at the people on this iPhone. Trump, Obama, Tiger Woods, Bill Gates, Brad Pitt, J-Lo, Oprah, and hundreds of other celebrities and pro athletes drink this water every single day, including Bill Gates, who bought not just one, but 46 Kangen water machines. And he spoke at the 2012 Enagic International Convention in Anaheim, California. These machines are heavy duty and last 20 plus years, much longer than any vehicle you'll find on the road today. I want you to think about this. How old will you be in 20 years? And imagine your Kangen water machine still running. So, I have a question. If all this machine did was just make alkalized water for you and your family for the next 2 decades, what's that worth to you? If all this machine did was just remove harmful contaminants and pesticides from your water and food, what's that worth to you? And if all this machine did was just save you or a family member a trip to the hospital one day, what is that worth to you? For a lot of people, that can be priceless. I know people who've told me they would pay $20,000 for their machine without hesitation. And they've said $10,000 would be even better. The good news is it's not even close to that. You can get the flagship product, Enagic's K8 Kangen water machine, shipped to your door this week for only $5,907, with some other models costing as low as $2,585. These machines are heavy-duty, high-end kitchen appliances. They weigh in excess of 6 kilos, so they're not cheap, lightweight plastic like other filters. So some of you might be thinking, that's a lot of money. Want to know what's a lot of money? Bottled water, long-term. That's a lot of money. If you buy the packs from the store, the annual cost for a family of 4 is anywhere between $1,100 to over $2,000 a year. Over 20 years, that's $22,000 to $43,000. So if you want to have your family drink Voss for the next 20 years, that's over $120,000. I mean, if you do the maths, your machine will actually pay for itself in only a couple of years. And it's not an additional expense, simply a wiser way to invest the money you may already be wasting on harmful products and health issues. So for those of you who don't have the money in their bank today to get a machine, we have some good news. Enagic has the best in-house financing program that we have ever seen. They don't go through any banks, they finance the machines themselves. There's no credit check, you don't have to apply, everybody is approved, and they only require a small deposit, and there's no interest throughout the entire term. We also have amazing 12-month no-deposit interest-free finance with Sky Finance. you can have an SD501 Super from $125.87 a week. The flagship product, the K8, just $113 a week. The SD501 is $87.79 per week, and the JR2, the Junior, just $49.71 a week. So you can get a machine shipped to your home today. If you were to stretch the payments out to 36 months at a low 10.99%, the repayments go down. You can have the SD501 Super for less than $50 a week, the K8 for less than $45 a week, the SD501 for less than $35 a week, and the JR2 for less than $20 a week. At the very least, is the health of your family worth $20 a week? Now, please note, this does include GST, but not shipping, which varies from state to state. So how is Enagic able to do this? They've been in business 45 years. They have an A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau. Each machine is individually assembled and hand inspected, and there's no moving parts, no leaks, and a 5-year warranty. We want to help you change your water and change your life. So talk to one of our hydration specialists today to get your machine. Right below this video, you can simply pick a time that works for you. Type in your name, phone number, and an email. That way we can send you a confirmation. And here's what you can expect. Just a quick phone call with one of our friendly team. We will help match you up with the perfect machine for you and your family and answer any questions. We will walk you through simple step-by-step ordering, whether you're paying in full or financing a machine for as little as $19.54 a week. And your machine will arrive via courier, ready to go within 5 to 7 business days. Now, we know sometimes people are skeptical, but there's been a lot of people a lot smarter than us that know the importance of alkalizing your body. Along with Dr. Otto Henrik Warburg studies, there's been countless authors that have written so many books about alkalized water and its health benefits. Alkalize or Die, Alkalize and Ionize for a Healthy Long Life, The pH Miracle, You're Not Sick, You're Thirsty, and Alkaline Water, the effects of drinking it on the body, are just a few. So don't wait until something bad happens before you change your water. Once again, these machines are heavy-duty, high-end kitchen appliances that are built to last over 20 years. Don't wait. Our schedules fill up fast. Lock in a spot with one of our hydration specialists today and get your machine. We're here to help you every step of the way to make sure you can drink nice, clean, alkalized water for a long time. Thank you for your attention, and we'll talk to you soon.